In the industrial town of Manchester, Emily Brooks stood at the kitchen window, her weary eyes watching the grey morning mist settle over the row of small brick houses. Her hands, rough from years of cleaning and working, wrapped around a chipped ceramic mug. The clock showed 5:30 a.m., and another challenging day was about to begin. Lucy, her 7-year-old daughter, slept peacefully in the next room. Emily's heart ached with a mixture of love and worry. 2 years had passed since Thomas, her husband, died in a sudden workplace accident. The memory of that devastating day still echoed in her mind like a painful whisper. The tiny apartment told a story of struggle. Patches on the worn sofa, carefully mended curtains, and a small table with carefully budgeted groceries spoke of Emily's daily battle. She worked 2 jobs, cleaning offices by night and helping at a local bakery during the day. Every penny was precious, every opportunity a lifeline. This morning was different. A letter from the hospital lay on the kitchen counter, a reminder of Lucy's ongoing medical treatments. The medical bills were mounting, a mountain of debt that seemed impossible to climb. Emily's dream of becoming a nurse felt like a distant star, beautiful but unreachable. As Lucy woke up, her bright eyes contrasting with her pale face, Emily forced a warm smile. "Breakfast time, sweetheart," she called, preparing a simple meal of toast and the cheapest jam she could find. Lucy's recent health challenges had been tough, but the girl's spirit remained unbroken. The bakery owner, Mr. Peterson, had been kind enough to give Emily extra hours, understanding her difficult situation. But kindness didn't pay all the bills. She would often calculate her expenses late at night, her calculator becoming a weapon against financial despair. Their neighbor, Robert, an elderly retired teacher, had been an unexpected blessing. He would sometimes watch Lucy when Emily's shifts overlapped, offering wisdom and support without asking for anything in return. "You're stronger than you know," he would tell her, his kind eyes filled with understanding. Emily's mornings were a carefully choreographed dance of responsibility. Wake up early, prepare Lucy's medication, pack a simple lunch, ensure she was dressed warmly, and then rush to her first job. The bakery's warm smell of fresh bread was a temporary comfort in her challenging world. Her colleagues knew her story. Some offered sympathy, others quiet respect. Emily didn't want pity, she wanted opportunity. Every cleaning job, every slice of bread she served, was a step towards her dream of becoming a nurse. Lucy's medical condition meant constant doctor visits and expensive treatments. Emily had learned to negotiate, to find the cheapest options, to stretch every single pound. Her determination was her most valuable currency. The town of Manchester seemed to mirror her struggle, industrial, resilient, always fighting. Old factories stood as monuments to hard work, much like Emily's daily battle. She wasn't just surviving, she was fighting for a better future. Some nights, after Lucy was asleep, Emily would pull out her old nursing textbooks. Purchased years ago before Thomas's death, they represented a dream that refused to die. She would study by the dim light of a small lamp, her fingers tracing medical terms, her mind imagining a different life. Her phone rarely rang. Most contacts had drifted away after Thomas's death, but Emily had learned that true support wasn't about quantity but quality. Robert's occasional advice, Mr. Peterson's flexible work schedule, the local community center's free resources, these were her support system. As the morning light began to fill the small apartment, Emily finished. Preparing for the day, Lucy's lunch was packed, her medication carefully organized, her school uniform pressed. Another day of survival, another day of hope. She looked at her reflection. Tired eyes, determined smile. The woman staring back was more than just a single mother. She was a fighter, a dreamer, a beacon of resilience. Today might be the day everything changes, Emily whispered to herself, a mantra of hope that had become her daily ritual. And with that thought, she stepped out into the Manchester morning, ready to face whatever challenges awaited her daughter's future burning bright in her heart. The end, the community centre stood like a beacon of possibility against Manchester's industrial backdrop. Emily noticed the small poster about free evening classes during her lunch break at the bakery. Her fingers traced the information, hope flickering like a fragile candle in her heart. Mr. Peterson, noticing her interest, approached quietly. "You should go for it," he said, understanding the silent struggle in her eyes. The bakery owner had watched Emily work tirelessly, her determination etched in every movement. That evening, with Robert's help watching Lucy, Emily nervously entered the community center. The room was filled with people from different backgrounds, young workers, single parents, retired individuals seeking new skills. She felt both out of place and strangely connected. The nursing assistant training course seemed like a distant dream. Emily's hands trembled as she filled out the registration form. Her handwriting was neat, but carried the weight of countless sleepless nights and financial worries. Her first class was a revelation. The instructor, Mrs. Thompson, was a retired nurse with kind eyes and a no-nonsense attitude. She spoke about healthcare not just as a profession, but as a calling. Emily listened, her heart racing with possibility. Between cleaning offices and bakery shifts, Emily found stolen moments to study. Lucy would sit beside her, quietly coloring or reading, occasionally asking about the medical diagrams in her textbooks. These moments became their special time, a shared journey of learning. Robert became an unexpected ally. He would help Lucy with homework while Emily studied, creating a support system that felt like a small family. Education is the key to changing. "Your stars," he would tell her, sharing stories of his own life's challenges. The first few weeks were brutal. Emily's body ached from multiple jobs. Her mind struggled to absorb medical terminology. Some nights she would fall asleep with textbooks spread around her, exhaustion fighting against her dreams. At the bakery, Mr. Peterson began adjusting her shifts. "You're doing something important," he would say, understanding the significance of her pursuit. Small acts of kindness became her fuel, transforming her journey. Lucy became her greatest motivation. The little girl would occasionally touch her mother's study materials, her eyes filled with curiosity and pride. "Mommy's going to help people," she would tell Robert, her voice filled with innocent admiration. The nursing course wasn't just about medical knowledge. It was about understanding human vulnerability, compassion, and resilience. Emily discovered strengths she never knew she possessed. Each lesson became a step towards a different future. Financial challenges remained constant. Medical bills for Lucy, rent, daily expenses, everything was a careful calculation. But now Emily had something more powerful than money. She had hope. Her classmates became an unexpected support system. Some were young, some were older career changers. They shared struggles, supported each other's dreams. Emily realized she wasn't alone in her journey. Mrs. Thompson recognized Emily's potential. During one class, she pulled her aside. "You have something special," she said, "a combination of compassion and determination that makes a true healthcare professional." Those words became Emily's armor. On difficult days when exhaustion threatened to overwhelm her, she would remember Mrs. Thompson's encouragement. Her dream was no longer just a distant possibility, but a developing reality. Lucy's health began improving, almost as if mirroring her mother's growing strength. Medical appointments became less frequent, her treatments showing positive results. It felt like the universe was aligning, supporting their journey. The community center became more than a classroom. It became a symbol of transformation, a place where dreams were nurtured, where ordinary people discovered extraordinary potential within themselves. Emily's world was expanding. Each study session, each class, each moment of learning was breaking the walls of her previous limitations. She was becoming more than she had ever imagined possible. As winter approached, bringing its cold and challenging days, Emily felt a warmth inside. Her journey was just beginning, but for the first time in years, she could see a clear path forward. "We're going to be okay," she whispered to Lucy tonight, both of them surrounded by her nursing textbooks, a quiet promise of hope and resilience. The end. The morning arrived with unexpected darkness. Mr. Peterson called Emily into his small office at the bakery, his face carrying a weight of bad news. "Budget cuts," he said softly. "We have to reduce staff." Those two words felt like a hammer striking her carefully constructed plans. Emily's world seemed to pause. The bakery had been her steady income, a reliable support alongside her cleaning jobs. Losing this meant more than just reduced earnings. It threatened her nursing assistant training and Lucy's medical expenses. That evening, she sat with Robert, explaining the situation. The elderly neighbor listened carefully, his weathered hands holding a cup of tea. "Challenges are opportunities in disguise," he said, a phrase that had guided him through his own life's difficulties. Lucy sat quietly, sensing the tension. She understood more than most 7-year-olds would, having lived through challenging times. Her small hand reached out and touched her mother's, a silent promise of support. Emily began calculating. Extra cleaning shifts, reduced expenses, careful budgeting. Every option became a potential lifeline. She started applying for additional part-time work, her determination burning brighter than her fear. The nursing assistant course became her sanctuary. Mrs. Thompson noticed Emily's increased focus, understanding the silent struggle behind her determined eyes. "Some of the best healthcare professionals are forged in life's most challenging moments," she would often say. Nights became a careful balancing act. After putting Lucy to bed, Emily would study, apply for jobs, and plan her next moves. Her smartphone became a tool of survival. Job websites, medical study resources, cost-cutting apps all became her allies. Mr. Peterson, feeling guilty about the layoff, provided a recommendation letter. "You're one of the most reliable workers I've known," he wrote, words that became a beacon of hope in her job search. The local hospital had a part-time cleaning position. Emily applied immediately, her nursing assistant training making her a unique candidate. She explained during the interview how her medical knowledge could be an asset even in a cleaning role. Lucy's school became another support system. The teachers understood her situation, offering additional support and sometimes helping with after-school care. Small kindnesses became their lifeline. Robert started teaching Lucy basic math to help Emily with household budgeting. The elderly teacher transformed their financial challenge into a learning opportunity, showing Lucy the value of money and careful planning. Emily's multiple job applications began to bear fruit. A local medical clinic needed part-time administrative staff with medical knowledge. Her nursing assistant training became her unexpected advantage. Her classmates from the nursing course became an unexpected support network. They shared job leads, offered emotional support, and created a community of mutual understanding. Emily realized she was never truly alone. The winter months brought additional challenges: heating costs, winter clothing for Lucy, unexpected medical expenses. Each became a puzzle to solve. Emily's creativity in managing resources became her greatest strength. She started selling handmade crafts online, knitted items during late-night study sessions. Every extra pound became a step towards their survival. Lucy would help package these items, turning a financial strategy into a bonding experience. The medical clinic interview felt different. The manager was impressed by Emily's determination, her combination of practical skills and medical knowledge. Her story of balancing motherhood, multiple jobs, and education resonated deeply. Lucy's health continued to improve, a silver lining in their challenging journey. Her medical treatments became less frequent, another small victory in their ongoing battle. Emily's resilience was transforming from survival to potential success. Each challenge was becoming a stepping stone, each difficulty a lesson in strength and adaptability. One cold evening, as Lucy slept and Emily reviewed her study materials, she realized something profound. The challenges weren't breaking her, they were building her. Every obstacle was preparing her for a future she was actively creating. "We're going to be okay," she whispered to herself, a promise that had become her most powerful weapon against uncertainty. The end. The morning light cascaded differently the day Emily received her nursing assistant certification. Her hands trembled as she held the official document, a piece of paper that represented months of struggle, sacrifice, and relentless determination. The local hospital's job offer came unexpectedly. Mrs. Thompson, her instructor, had recommended her personally. "You're not just a student," she told Emily. You're a fighter who understands what healthcare truly means." Lucy's excitement was infectious. She danced around their small apartment, wearing a handmade "My Mom is a Nurse" badge that Robert had helped her create. Her pride radiated through every movement, transforming their modest living space into a celebration zone. Emily's first paycheck felt like more than money. It was validation, a testament to her incredible journey. Mr. Peterson from the bakery came to congratulate her, bringing a small cake and tears of pride in his eyes. The medical clinic where she now worked became her second home. Her colleagues recognized her unique story, a single mother who transformed challenges into opportunities. They saw beyond her job title, understanding the extraordinary path she had walked. Her first official shift was nerve-wracking. Emily's hands, once rough from cleaning jobs, now wore medical gloves. She moved between patient rooms with a quiet confidence, her training and life experiences blending into professional compassion. Robert watched Lucy during her shifts, continuing to be their steadfast support system. He would tell her stories about resilience, sharing wisdom that went beyond academic knowledge. Lucy listened, absorbing lessons of strength and perseverance. Financial stability started feeling less like a distant dream and more like a developing reality. Emily could now plan beyond immediate survival. Lucy's medical treatments became more manageable, their future looking brighter with each passing month. The community center where she had first discovered her nursing course became a symbol of transformation. Emily began volunteering, sharing her story with other struggling parents, showing them that change was possible. Her classmates from the nursing assistant course remained connected. They formed a support group, sharing job opportunities, medical insights, and personal challenges. Emily's journey became an inspiration for many. Lucy's health continued improving. Her medical appointments became less frequent, a testament to both medical care and her mother's unwavering love. The little girl started showing interest in healthcare, inspired by Emily's journey. The hospital recognized Emily's exceptional dedication. Her ability to connect with patients combined with her practical skills made her stand out. Supervisors began discussing potential advanced training opportunities. Winter transformed into spring, mirroring Emily's personal transformation. Her world, once confined by financial constraints, now expanded with possibilities. Each day brought new learnings, new challenges, and new victories. Weekends became special bonding times with Lucy. They would visit the local park, share stories, and dream about future possibilities. Emily made sure her daughter understood that challenges were not barriers, but opportunities. Robert continued being their guardian angel. He helped Lucy with homework, shared life stories, and provided wisdom that went beyond traditional education. Their relationship became a beautiful example of community support. Emily's multiple jobs became a distant memory. Her nursing assistant role provided stability, professional growth, and a sense of purpose. She was no longer just surviving. She was thriving. The medical clinic appreciated her unique background. Her practical experience from cleaning and bakery jobs translated into exceptional patient care. Administrators recognized her as more than an employee. She was an asset. Lucy's school noticed changes in her confidence. A child who had once been quiet and reserved now spoke about her mother's journey with pride. Her own dreams started taking shape, inspired by Emily's resilience. One evening, looking at Lucy studying and herself reviewing medical notes, Emily realized something profound. Their journey wasn't just about overcoming challenges, it was about transforming them into opportunities. Her first professional photograph at the hospital hung proudly in their apartment. It wasn't just a picture, it was a symbol of hope, determination, and the incredible power of believing in oneself. "We did it," Emily whispered to Lucy, hugging her tightly, their bond stronger than any challenge they had faced. The end 2 years had passed since Emily's initial nursing certification. The small Manchester apartment now felt different, filled with hope, medical books, and the sounds of Lucy's growing enthusiasm for learning. Emily stood at the kitchen window preparing for her registered nursing examination. Her journey had been a marathon of persistence, with every challenge transforming into an opportunity. Lucy sat at the table, helping her mother organize study materials. her young eyes filled with admiration. The medical clinic where Emily worked had become her second home. Her supervisors recognized her exceptional potential, offering support for her continued education. Mrs. Thompson, her original instructor, remained a mentor, guiding her through complex medical pathways. Robert, their faithful neighbor, continued being their anchor. He helped Lucy with homework, shared stories of his teaching experiences, and provided emotional support. His wisdom had become a cornerstone of their small family's strength. Lucy's health had dramatically improved. The once frequent hospital visits were now rare. Her medical challenges had transformed into a source of inspiration, driving Emily's passion for healthcare. The little girl now dreamed of becoming a doctor, her mother's journey lighting her path. Emily's study schedule was grueling. Night shifts at the medical clinic, daytime nursing classes, and evening study sessions became her routine. Lucy would sometimes sit beside her, quietly reading or drawing, creating a supportive learning environment. The registered nursing examination represented more than a professional milestone. It was a symbol of their collective journey, a testament to resilience, love, and unwavering determination. Emily's hands trembled as she prepared her study materials, memories of past struggles flooding her mind. Mr. Peterson from the bakery remained a supportive figure. He would occasionally visit, bringing small treats and sharing stories of her incredible transformation. His belief in her had never wavered, even during her most challenging times. The community center where Emily's journey began now felt like a distant memory. Yet, she never forgot the opportunities it provided. She began volunteering, sharing her story with other struggling parents, showing them that change was possible. Her nursing classmates had become a strong support network. They shared job opportunities, medical insights, and personal challenges. Emily's story had become an inspiration, proving that determination could overcome any obstacle. Lucy's school noticed her growing confidence. Teachers remarked on her maturity, her understanding of perseverance, and her compassionate nature. The little girl had learned valuable life lessons through her mother's journey. Financial stability was no longer a distant dream. Emily could now plan for Lucy's future, consider potential further education, and provide a stable home environment. Their modest apartment was now filled with medical books, study materials, and dreams. The hospital where Emily worked recognized her exceptional skills. Her unique background, combining practical experience with medical knowledge, made her stand out. Administrators discussed potential leadership opportunities. Emily's transformation went beyond professional achievement. She had become a symbol of hope in their community. Single parents, struggling students, and young professionals saw her journey as a beacon of possibility. On the day of her registered nursing examination, the entire community seemed to hold its breath. Robert watched Lucy while Mr. Peterson sent encouraging messages. Her nursing classmates created a group chat, sending support and positive energy. The examination was challenging, but Emily approached it with the same determination that had defined her journey. Her life experiences, her struggles, and her unwavering love for Lucy became her greatest strengths. When the results arrived, the celebration was modest but meaningful. Lucy jumped with joy, Robert smiled with pride, and Emily felt a sense of accomplishment that transcended professional achievement. Her registered nursing certificate became more than a document. It represented transformation, resilience, and the incredible power of believing in oneself. Every challenge had been a stepping stone, every struggle a lesson. Looking at Lucy, Emily realized their journey was about more than personal achievement. It was about showing that love, determination, and hard work could overcome any obstacle. Their story was a testament to the human spirit's incredible potential. "We did it," Emily whispered to Lucy, their bond stronger than any challenge they had faced, their future bright with endless possibilities. The end.